Hey, it's Ellie. Welcome back to another video. Hello, if you are new. Today, I'm doing something I haven't done in a while, which is have a Planet Zoo speed build. It's been a really long time since I've done, well, I guess really any speed builds. I think I did a sim build a little while ago, but yeah, not too many speed builds because I just haven't been doing a lot of building in games lately. I've pretty much only been playing The Long Dark every once in a while, but I haven't played that in a while because I'm just not in the gaming mood, if I'm being honest. Survival gaming mood. But I have been playing Planet Zoo, and it's been pretty relaxing and fun. And so, today I've got a video for my new zoo. This is actually an old idea that I have done before, but I'm reamping it because a long time ago, one of the first zoos that I ever built in Planet Zoo, I was trying to copy my local zoo, which I hadn't been to in probably over a decade. Since I was starting to build it, and I was trying to use maps and pictures online, but frankly they just weren't very detailed, and so I was making a lot of stuff up, and at some point it just kind of evolved into a different zoo. It's absolutely nothing like my actual zoo now. So yeah, but this summer, kind of recently, like a month or two ago, I went to the zoo. I went to the local zoo. We just decided to go one day, and it was really fun, and I'm really glad I went, and I took so many pictures with my really nice, good camera, and so now I can actually do a faithful recreation of my local zoo, which is what I'm doing in this video series. So, here we go at the front. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The start of this series is going to be really boring, and if you're looking for animals, you should probably come back around episode 6 or 7, because I literally do not put an animal in the zoo until then. Right now, I am doing the entrance area, and then I move on to the main building, and then I do this really cool, it's actually really awesome, this area that they have in my zoo. It's like a reptile tunnel. It has a rock wall, there's like an aquarium part to it, and then there's just general insects and whatever. And unfortunately that part was closed because of COVID. They didn't really want people indoors in those small spaces, so they have decided to just close that area of the zoo for now until COVID is a little better handled. But you can do all the outdoor stuff, which is what we did, and that's most of the zoo anyway. So yeah, I didn't get to see that part of the zoo, but I have really vivid memories from when I was a kid of that part, and my cat is jumping all around in the room. I don't know if you can hear it, but anyway. So I've been building that, and that's probably episodes like 3 through 5 or 6, and then only in the last 2 episodes that I have recorded, which I don't know when they'll come out because I'm in school now and who knows, but those 2 episodes are the only ones that actually have animals in them, because those last 2 are when I started building the Otter Enclosure, and I need the animals when I do the animal enclosures because I don't know what they need just offhand. I'm not that good at Planet Zoo yet. I will be, probably, at some point, because when I played Zoo Tycoon way back when, I could build the exhibits for all the animals without even buying the animals. Like, I just knew how many trees they would need, what land they would need, how much space, and like the terrain and whatnot, the exact proportions of it I knew. And so I'm sure I'll get there eventually, but I just don't. Here's the thing, I like the other building stuff too much that I don't spend all my time building animal exhibits like I did in Zoo Tycoon. So, right, if you're looking for animals, come back at some point whenever I make the title Otter Exhibit of the local zoo series, and then you'll see animals. And from then on, I will probably be building majority animals because the zoo is mostly outdoor from then. But this part that I've been building is the entrance, and then the parts that I've been building later are just the main, like, entrance building, the actual building. So there's a lot of building in this, if that makes sense. But I think it turned out really well, and I like it a lot, and it's way better than the original local zoo that I started building like 3 years ago. Also, another bonus of doing it now instead of way back then is that there are more, not just building pieces, but there are more animals, which is really helpful for my kind of small local zoo because they don't have some of the common animals, just because also the area that I live in, all the animals have to be able to survive pretty harsh winters, and they don't want to keep the animals indoors the whole winter. I think for some of them they do have like some fairly large indoor facilities, but obviously they want the animals to be able to get, you know, fresh air and whatnot through the whole year. So all the animals in my local zoo are ones that can deal with like a New York winter, which can be kind of intense at times. So we've got a lot of I think there's some wolves, there's like a lot of deer species, there's quite a few birds. We have a lot of birds in New York State, actually. Like, there are hawks that just live around outside. And the main thing that my zoo has, like the kind of main feature of the zoo, is their Asian elephants. They have a really large facility for their Asian elephants, and until very recently I think they were an accredited breeder in the United States, but unfortunately, this part's sad, unfortunately they had 2 baby elephants die of a sickness that is really common in elephants. It's like a herpes virus that is really deadly to them, and so 2 of their 5-year-old calves died, and I think they lost their accreditation after that, which is a bummer. And I know it was really upsetting just for the zoo staff. They have like a little memorial area in the zoo now that they've built for their elephants. They died last year in like October, around then, so that's a bummer. I hope they manage to get their accreditation back and breed, as long as they're, you know, have healthy facilities and whatnot. If it was their fault, then by all means, please don't give it back to them. But I don't think so. It seems like it's just a random... It's like if somebody gets the flu and dies from it, like, it can happen. It just happens once in a while. But yeah, that'll be, actually the elephant enclosure is probably something that I'm gonna do fairly soon within the series, because it is more in the front area of the zoo. So you might see that probably like episode 20 or something, because right now I think I've recorded 7 chunks of recording, and mind you, some of those chunks are like 6 hours long, so they might have to go into 2 episodes, I'm not sure. But either way, yeah. I've got about 7 recordings right now, and like I said, I only just did the Otter Exhibit, which is the very first animal exhibit that I've done. And I think there's probably a good 15 exhibits that I have to do. And some of them are a lot bigger than the Otter Exhibit. The Otter Exhibit is small and also indoors still. I don't think I mentioned that, but the Otter Exhibit is in the main entrance building, so that's why I did it. It's next to the reptile room, the Reptile Tunnel, whatever you want to call it. So this episode is mostly just landscaping. I did this very cool pond, waterfall area that is in the very front, like before you even walk into the zoo, you go from the parking lot to this front area that I've made, and it looks really nice. They've got these cool tent things that look, I know they look kind of strange in the zoo game right now, but I swear that's what they actually look like. I'm not sure if I'll put pictures up now or later. I'm thinking probably later. I'll probably just do the full speed build for this and then do a final episode where I kind of go through and compare, because I think that'll be better. It'll look better once the zoo is all done, just to compare everything side by side. So yeah, those tent things look weird, but I swear they do look somewhat similar to that. I did my best. I'm not half bad at recreating things. I actually still have to finish my Zootopia recreation. It's just huge. It's just so big, and I put so much time into it, and I'm kind of nervous to go back now because I bet there's a lot of things that I can update to make it look even better now that there are more options in game, but I don't know if that's worth my time or not because I've already spent so much time doing that. I don't think I'm recording that one. No, I'm not recording that one. I'm gonna record it at the end and just show you guys. Maybe I should do a recording now to show you the intermittent process. I think that would be a good idea, because I have made some decent progress. The whole like front square of the town is done, and also the monorail station and everything. It looks really cool, if I'm being honest. I don't usually think my things look so good, because I feel like I can always improve them, especially when I'm trying to recreate things one for one. But I'm really proud of how those things turned out, and so I think I will maybe just do a little walkthrough video to show off the progress of Zootopia in the meantime, because it's not going to be done for a whole long while. That zoo is only about not even a third done, probably not even a quarter done, if I'm being real. Some of the later parts will be easier, but because the main city is what I'm working on now, and obviously the city is the most intensive part. But geez, is that zoo huge, and it's going to take me forever. So yeah, maybe good to show it off in between so that I have something and you guys can comment on the progress. But for now, this is pretty much the last part of this first episode. I'm just gonna do a little bit work on the main building, but I have mostly finished all of the front kind of walk entrance area of my local zoo. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I will be posting Planet Zoo videos, hopefully on a regular basis, but I also do a lot of art videos. Sometimes I post the long dark when I feel like it, and other things. Just, subscribe if you want to see what kind of content I have. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye!